Thank you, distinguished President of the Baltic Assembly, Mr. Vucansa, distinguished speakers, fellow parliamentarians, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me a pleasure to address you today at the 41st session of the Baltic Assembly in the capacity of the chair of the Southern East European Cooperation Process of Parliamentary Assembly, SEECP PA, bearing in mind that Montenegro has taken over one-year presidency of this initiative. Therefore, I got the honor as the President of the Parliament of Montenegro to head this important parliamentary organization. Complex geopolitical climate and far-reaching consequences of the unprovoked and unjustified Russian aggression against Ukraine have additionally highlighted the importance of regional cooperation, joint action, and coordinated regional approach to preventing and overcoming challenges caused by war at the doorsteps of our regions, which definitely represent the biggest security challenge facing Europe since the World War II. For us, Southeast European cooperation process is one of the most important frameworks of the regional cooperation, contributing to the strengthening of stability, security, and overall development of the Southeast Europe. The motto of Montenegrin presidency is a sea of culture, a sea of cooperation. It's a special message where we wanted to emphasize the multiple cultural ties which connect the countries of our region and which represent a strong incentive for further strengthening of cooperation and partnership in the Southeast Europe. Activities within our presidency agenda are planned up with the aim to reflect and assist the implementation of the following priorities: strengthening security cooperation, human rights protection, the rule of law and strengthening of democratic institutions, economic cooperation and infrastructural connectivity, green transition, further mitigation and overcoming health, economic and other consequences of COVID-19 pandemic, European integration and aspirant states from the Southeast Europe region. Of all the said priorities, I think that we are mostly connected by the ambition of the SEECP members currently in the EU accession process to become, at least earliest as possible opportunity, part of the united family of European nations. I'm certain that your endeavors to do this end as a respected parliamentary assemblies with a long-term tradition in this sense and the expanding of circle of our friends within EU can help for our European perspective to become reality. For us in the Southeastern Europe, it is particularly important to maintain ties and establish more frequent communication with representatives of the Baltic region, not only bilaterally, but also through credible international organizations such as Baltic Assembly, which, as you know, had served as a role model for establishing the SEECP Parliamentary Assembly and for defining its organizational structure and role. I will inform with pleasure about this to my counterparts, speakers of parliament and parliamentarians of the SEECP region, and share with them your interest in establishing closer cooperation among our parliaments. In conclusion, let me use this opportunity to congratulate on behalf of the SEECP Parliamentary Assembly and the Parliament of Montenegro to Ms. Inara Mures on the great Jubilee 100th anniversary since establishing the first convocation of the Latvian Parliament. Dear friends, I am looking forward to the opportunity to host in Montenegro the representatives of the Baltic Assembly at the 10th Jubilee session of the SEECP Parliamentary Assembly to be held next spring. Dear friends, dear colleagues, thank you for the attention and thank you for the invitation, and good luck to all Baltic countries. Your cooperation among yourselves is a role model for all of us. Thank you very much.